And we're already on day number 3, ladies. I don't know how you feel, but I definitely feel the previous 2 days in my arms, in my shoulders, and in my glutes. What we're doing today is we are working on our legs, glutes, so we're working on the lower body. I believe in a whole approach, so we train predominantly full body, but sometimes we're gonna have those breakdowns. So get ready, make sure that you are warmed up, have your water ready right next to you. We're starting in about 12 seconds. And the first exercise, bring your feet wider than a shoulder width and point your toes all the way to the sides as far as they can go. Tilt your pelvic floor, engage your abs, shoulders back and down. And from here, go into sumo squat. When you're descending, imagine that there is a wall in front of you and behind you. Like you can't do this because there is a wall. So you're only sliding down and your knees are following your toes. Go as low as you can, stand up and squeeze your glutes. Now lift the toes of one leg and go into that sumo squat again. Stand up, squeeze your glutes. Go into normal squat. Stand up, the other foot, and go down. And again, keep squeezing those glutes, a normal squat. You can hold your arms where it's more comfortable for you. In front of you, on your hips, it doesn't matter. Now, next exercise, we're gonna work on our hip openers. So what we do here, we're staying on one side only for this exercise. Shoulders back and down, proper alignment. Without swinging, under control, you lift one leg and you draw a circle and bring it as far as you can to the side. Then you do a large step back and go down into a lunge. When you're lunging, the front leg shin should stay vertical all the time. So we're not doing this, we're doing this. So we're really sitting back and stretching everything here. And again, hip opener without swinging and lunge. Hip opener and lunge. Make sure that you do not round your back, so the back is always staying straight. Always. No slouching and really sit backwards. So we're not doing this. Large step back and then descend and maintain that stretch in your glutes. This is why I say that explaining the exercise is very important, because each exercise you can do in many ways, and to make sure that you benefit from each one, you need to know the correct form, and that's why I am here. Keep going on the other side. Your balance can be an issue here, so in this case, hold on to a wall, and you can place a chair right next to you, whatever works best. But I always suggest keep challenging yourself and try and do it without a wall. Concentrate on not swinging, but rather engaging that hip flexor and making sure that the hip opener is working. Well done, out of breath. Just how it's supposed to be. Now, prepare for this one. We're gonna stay nice and low. Here, we're gonna try and stay in a squat position throughout the whole time. We're gonna start with the curtsy, the same principle. You drive your hips backwards, so step behind you and slightly to the side, not too much, just slightly. Go into curtsy, then step to the middle at about hip width, go into squat and stay low, so you don't need to come up all the way, stay low and go into curtsy towards the other side. You're constantly moving, you're staying low, and what you do again, you're keeping your back straight and you're trying to sit back to stretch. So we're not doing this, we're trying to sit back, and then again squat and sit back and squat and sit back. As always, knees and toes are going the same direction. If that becomes too hard, we're gonna stand up after each squat. And now we're gonna work more on our glutes. Go back onto the floor, tilt your pelvic floor. And from here, come up into a bridge, and we're not lowering ourselves down. We're staying in that elevated position, and we do little pulses. Contract, release. Contract, release. Inhale. If you shake, that's normal. Your feet are about hip width apart. Knees and toes the same direction. So we're not doing this, we're not doing that. Always the same direction. Stay nice and high. Keep breathing. Wow, now have a sip of water and take your time standing up. And we're gonna move to our second round with our sumo squat. So wide stance, feet rotated outwards. Now, pelvic floor, shoulders, going into sumo squat, knees are following our toes. Coming up, squeezing glutes. One foot on toes, going down, standing up. So this exercise is great for your outer part of the glutes. It's great for the inside of your legs, for the hip opener. And we all need to work on it because with our lifestyle and lots of sitting down, we need to make sure that hip is rotating, working in a way it should do. Well done. Go as low as you can. And as before, if you get too tired, you never stop before the beep. You only modify the exercise, but you keep going. The next one is the hip opener. Start with your favorite side. And let's go. So rotate that hip, large step back, and lunge. When you're lunging, you can always lean forward. That will give you a further stretch in your glute. And do not rush. Keep it under control. We're never having the momentum in our workout. We're always controlling our muscles and engaging them. That way we work throughout the whole 45 seconds period. Well done. Can you feel that in your glute? This is where you're supposed to feel it. So I'm gonna stay facing you from my side so you can see how far I go behind with the working leg. So rotating, controlling, and then sitting back and really trying to stretch that side. If you lean forward, you will feel more stretch, which is more work on your hamstrings and on your glutes. And again, rotate, under control. Step back. Well done. And again, rotate and go down. And again. Once again, the safety is your priority. So if balance is really an issue, get a chair, do this next to a wall, but make sure that your form is at its best and that you are safe. Perfect. Moving on to our squats to curtsy. So let's try to stay low, but I'll show the variation if you can't stay low. Try to start with staying low, and when you get tired, what you do, when you get tired, you would go into curtsy, you stand up, go into squat, stand up, go into curtsy, stand up. But if you can, you're staying low. That way you will feel the burn in your glutes, in the front of your upper leg, your quads. Make sure that your knees and toes are looking the same way. Sit back as far behind you as you can. And keep breathing. Straight back, no rounding, abs are engaged. Only 3 seconds left. Keep going, that burns a lot. Wow, and now let's go onto the floor and finish this with our glute bridge pulses. Okay, pelvic floor is tilted, your feet hip width, toes looking straight ahead, knees looking straight ahead. Let's go. Keep going. You're probably sweating right now and you feel very hot. This is how it's supposed to be This is how I feel as well. Keep tensing, keep driving your hips high up. And you can even feel your glutes. If you touch on the sides and you don't feel that hard muscle, that means you're not contracting enough. Do it harder, contract more. Feeling your body when you exercise might actually help you to make sure that the correct muscle is working and to feel that, okay, this muscle is working, so I'm doing the right thing. Slowly get up, never rush with standing up from a laying down position. And straight away, let's go to our sumo squat. So going down, knees going upward, one foot, squat, and the other foot. And again, keep squeezing those glutes, squeeze when you're at the top. Go down, squeeze when you're at the top. Remember, straight back, abs are braced all the time. Keep doing it. And I think I got lost. And down and up. And this side. And again. Only 1 second left. Let's finish this off. Whew. Now, hip opener. So, make sure that you control it, not swinging. If need to, hold on for support. And shoulders back and down. Tilt the pelvic floor. I keep repeating this all the time because this is incredibly important. The moment you start slouching and rounding your back and you're just like, oh, I'm so tired, and you do this, this is where the injury is coming from. And the effectiveness of this exercise is cut by a huge percent because you're not utilizing the correct muscles. And go down. Well done. And again, hip opener, under control. Amazing. Let's finish this one off. Of course, the other side. I don't know how you feel. I feel absolutely incredible. I like feeling out of breath. I like feeling that, okay, I've done some work and that helps your self-esteem a great deal. And it's not just the body we're working on, it's our mental state. And when you know that you've done the workout, you feel so much better about yourself. And I'm not even talking about the amount of dopamine, endorphins you have after the workout. I have never met even a single person in a bad mood after training. So, keep going. We have 2 more seconds. Let's finish this one off. And go onto the floor. We're gonna do our bridges. So, toes pointing ahead, knees looking the same way. Pelvic floor is rotated. And going up. I suggest keeping your shins at 90 when you're in a high position. That way you will target your glutes. If you bring them too close, you will work on your quads. If you bring them too far outside, you work on your hamstrings. We're concentrating on our glutes. So we want to have them vertical throughout the movement. Release. 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 Keep doing it. Remember, do not overarch your back. So don't try to do this. We're always trying to rotate the pelvic floor and keep the spine in a neutral position. Having pain from glute bridges is very common because people forget to keep this correct position of their pelvic floor. And again, last round, you know by now, last round means the best round. You're paying your attention to every movement. Stand up, the other foot, and go down. Amazing. Try to drive those knees to the sides. Imagine that wall behind you, in front of you. If you struggle, you can even put something in front of you to make sure that your knees are not going inwards. And the other side. And again, down. Up. And the other side. We're almost there. Amazing. Moving on to our hip opener. Oh my God. Now, guys, we're talking, I believe, that I have missed the squat to curtsy. But it does not matter. And if we're gonna have that round left, if I'm correct, we're gonna do this. Oh, when you go through the workout and sometimes you miss something out, you skip it, and the main thing, don't ever punish yourself. It's not about being perfect. It's not about remembering the correct order. Although there is a structure to the workout, no one is going to be hurt if you switch to exercises. So just keep going, and if we're gonna have this round left, that means that squat to curtsy is to be done. Now catch your breath, we have 3 seconds, and let's do this hip opener on the other side. So back straight, controlling, opening the hip, stepping back, and again, under control, and again, keep breathing, do not hold your breath, wobbling is okay, shaking is okay, and it only indicates that your muscles are working hard, nothing more, nothing less, and you will improve, believe me, your coordination, mobility, the flexibility, it will be a level up, if not more, by the end of this marathon. So just keep moving and don't skip your days. Now, squat to curtsy. And yes, it looks like we will have this one at the end. Stay low, go into squat, go into curtsy, a squat, and another curtsy. Stay low, get tired, then come up after each portion. Feeling like you can do this low, stay low. The longer you keep your muscle stretched and under tension, meaning working, the better is the result. But I know that sometimes it burns and it becomes unbearable. So at this point, just start moving slower, but do not stop. 3 seconds left. Keep going. Whew. Oh my God, that feels incredible. Go down on the floor. We're gonna do our bridge pulses. And let's go. Coming up. We tilted our pelvic floor, and it's tilted throughout the whole time. And we engaging, releasing. Keep going. Ladies, we only have one exercise after this one. So I know that you want to just stay like this, but don't. Keep going. Nice and high. As high as you can. Amazing. So yes, I was correct. Squat to curtsy have been left out on one round, on round 3. And now we need to do it. So shoulders back and down. Go low, curtsy, and in the middle. Curtsy, in the middle. Sitting behind, sitting backwards. Staying low. If you can't, stand up, squat. Stand up, curtsy, stand up. But if you can, stay low. We only have 22 seconds left. And think about something like you will be keeping up with your kids up the hill, up the stairs. Oh my God, that burns so much. And you will feel amazing then. So do it for yourself. Do it for this moment. We're done. Do it for this moment which will stay in your memory forever. So stay healthy, stay fit, and always be happy. So now, the main part, cool down and stretch. So go through that link for the stretch and do it. If not the whole thing, do a short version of 5 minutes, but never skip it. And I'll see you tomorrow with an upper body workout. Have an amazing rest of the day. I love you all, ladies. Пока-пока!